And good morning, Pool Player Nation. Welcome back to Pool Dog Arena in Las Vegas for continuing coverage of this year's APA Pool Player Championships. I'm your host, Jason Bowman, and I am joined by the Hall of Fame legend, Ava Lawrence. Ava, we've got not one, not two, but 5 championships to be decided today in the 8-Ball Classic with a $15,000 prize package in each of those championships. Going to be a busy day, and we're kicking it off today here with the blue tier players that started the event as a skill level 2 or 3.
Yeah, and if the finals are going to be anything like what we saw in the semifinals that commenced not long ago, it's going to be a very exciting 5 matches. 5 matches.
Should be. Buckle up, folks. Before we meet our finalists in the 8-Ball Classic, let's give you a quick breakdown of some of the key rules here. Of course, APA rules apply. Coaching is not allowed, as this is singles or individual competition. And as I mentioned, 5 championships to be decided today, 1 in each skill level tier. And in this first match, we're going to be watching the blue tier. Now let's meet our championship finalists. First up from New York City, we have Taylor Crossland. And from Seminole, Alabama, we have Greg Starr. And as we mentioned, they're going to be competing for $15,000 prize package this morning. Runner-up taking home a $9,000 prize package. This match will be a 3-2 race, with Taylor needing to win 3 games to secure the match and the championship title, and Greg needing to win 2 games. The players are ready to get started. Let's take you down into Pool Dog Arena for the start of this match. Taylor on the right, Greg on the left, lagging for the break. And Taylor will win the lag by a pretty good margin there. Not sure, maybe some early nerves for Greg. Get it out of your system, Greg.
Not only that, but they have seen these matches, I'm sure, and watched it on YouTube or on the American Pool Players Association's Facebook page, and you can actually watch that these tables play fast. I just think Greg, they have not had a chance to play on these tables yet, and I think Greg kind of overestimated the speed of this table here. So off we go.
Started with 60 players in the blue tier. We are down to the final 2. And as mentioned, 5 championships, all in the 8-Ball Classic today. It's going to be a busy one, folks. And it all starts right here.
Pretty solid break. Not a lot of power, but the balls are somewhat spread open. Great opportunity here for Greg to start out. Would venture to guess that he is going to hit the stripes here. Not a very good shot for any of the solids. At this level, skill level 2, 3, 4, new 4 for Taylor. I'm sure, obviously, because this is the blue tier is skill level 2 and 3, so she must have gone up through the tournament. Running out is not usually at this point something that you look to do. Sometimes the table is really nice to you. Definitely not in this rack, no. Your 7s would have a hard time running this rack. Again, reminder that between each round, just like locally, if you play in your triannual or in your world qualifier to get here, it's the same out here where each round gets input, and every once in a while you might see a skill level 6 in the 5 bracket, or in this case, Taylor went up during the tournament from a 3 to a 4. Several matches being played, and to even get here, you know that players normally are playing kind of at the top of their skill level speed to get through the locals, the local singles qualifiers, and then having to also perform in the regional championship. A nice shot.
Taylor, a part of that New York City pool scene that's produced so many great amateurs and pros over the years.
We have seen quite a few players out of New York, definitely.
She's only been playing pool about 5 years. Started playing because she moved to New York City, didn't know anybody. Got into pool. You heard
How
that
often?
before?
Oh, my goodness, have I ever.
That's great, though. We love hearing those stories, but that's how she started meeting folks in the big city. Now here she is in Las Vegas, Pool Dog Arena.
You never know
Under
when
the
it's gonna
bright
strike.
lights
I
of
know.
Pool Dog Arena, from the bright lights of New York to the bright lights of Pool Dog Arena.
And that's kind of our motto, though, isn't it? Have fun, meet people, play pool. You know, it's the great. It's a great dating site. It's a great way to meet friends. It's lifelong friends, and a lot of the people come out here and play in Vegas and make lifelong friends. You're coming from Pennsylvania, and all of a sudden you have best friends in Ohio. That a lot of the people I know come and visit or root on players and meet up here in Las Vegas at the championship, playing mini-manias, but supporting their friends even if they didn't make it out here.
I was sitting outside just 2 nights ago, and there was some kind of little wedding ceremony going on right there in the pool area.
Mm-hmm.
Small, but it looked like a team, a small group, about 10 people. A
just
couple
in
league
our
operators
yeah,
there,
In just in our league, I can't tell you how many people have gotten married out here.
Greg Starr at the table here.
Two of our players, he said, they were in the semifinals or quarterfinals of our world qualifier, the team. And he said to his girlfriend, he said, well, I'll tell you what, if we win this whole thing, we're getting married. And they did.
Nice.
He went, oh, crap.
Oh. Careful what you promise, huh?
They're still married now.
That's
after
good,
about 12 years, yeah.
Greg tries to secure the opening rack here. Would immediately put him on the hill. That's some pressure there.
That's true.
See how Taylor handles her status now, playing as a 4.
Greg got a little bit fortunate there. The fact that the cue ball locked up against the 10, that stopped any kind of a chance of, I don't know if she can even hit the 2 ball. She's going to have to kick, I believe. We have our referee extraordinaire out there, Kevin McCarthy. He's going to take a good look at this and make sure it's a good hit. She has the solids and a tricky way to hit this. Kicking at this 2 is going to be jacked up a little bit over the 10, and she can only hit about half of the 2, so really does not want to give ball in hand here to Greg.
And she does just what she tried to avoid. Ball in hand now. And Greg is out of Seminole, Alabama. He's only been playing for 3 years, Ava. These two have come a long way in a short amount of time.
You bet.
And he wanted to let everybody know this one is for his mama. Mama, this one's for you.
Oh, I love that.
There we go.
That's great. All right, not a chance for Taylor. That 13 ball got right in the way of the 5, so that is going to be an issue. 10 ball, nowhere to go. So she's trying to look and see if there's some kind of a defense. Sometimes you just go ahead and roll something up, try to get something in front of a pocket, but oh no, that's right. She's shooting the solids. I'm sorry. She's got she's got no problems here. Wide open. All right. Got a little trickier here, but she does have a shot on the 5 in the corner. If she can get some kind of low on this and cut this in down here, whoops, and play just on the bottom of the cue ball a little bit, the tangent line should bring it over here for a cut shot on this 5. You can't really see it there, but she is having to hit down on it. Oh, nice try. Big opening though for Greg.
Yeah, and this first rack is just huge when this, the blue tier, you got these shorter races.
Mm-hmm. Like you said before, for Greg, I mean, if he manages to make these 4 balls, he's going to be on the hill, just needing 1 after that. It's tough to tell if that 10 ball goes by the 5 or not.
For those that are just joining us, you're watching live coverage of the APA 8-Ball Classic. This is the blue tier. That is your lower skill level tier, featuring 60 players down to the final 2. $15,000 prize package on the line.
Not too shabby. I haven't played
It'll be a good day for a lower skill pool player here.
Being here. Oh, that was good. That's the one thing I keep telling our players back in Coastal Carolina APA is one thing is, especially if you're a 2 or 3 towards the end of the rack, have your, the coaches, the captain work with you a little bit. Just those little, that was not an intricate safety, but you just know there's no way to make it. So instead of trying to crazy bank, if there's a chance, roll the ball into another one, you may be able to create some kind of an issue. Doesn't have to be a super fancy snooker. If there's a chance, roll the ball into another one, you may be able to create some kind of an issue. There's smart play. Leave them long. We'll see what he's going to do here. I mean, just lagging this and hitting it on the side is not going to do much because the 3 ball is close to the rail. It's not an easy situation to try to play defense on. All right, we'll see what Taylor can do here. Can make these 3, we would be looking at a 2-2 race. So it's a pretty major, being that it's a 3-2 race. This is a pretty major first rack here.
Mm-hmm.
Change of the dynamic of the whole match. It should feed her perfectly, automatically into a decent position. Taylor's singing along. Yeah, I like it.
Let's go.
I like it. Best way to overcome the nerves is just figure out a way to have some fun. A little singing, a little dancing. But it is a bit of a pressure cooker in here in case you have never played in the Bulldog Arena before. Nice shot. All right, she's got an option. Go for the side, go for the corner. The good thing about going for the corner, unless you slam it, is that it's still sliding a little bit, this new cloth. So if you're off just a hair, especially towards the rail, the pocket is going to be a little friendlier than it will be later in the week here when it's had more play on it. Important to just keep your head down here. Oh, there it is.
Taylor Crossland strikes first, takes a 1-0 lead, and we are now basically at a race to 2, Ava, and she will have the break when we return in just a moment.
PoolDog.com is the best place to buy billiard supplies. We have a massive selection of pool cues and billiard accessories featuring all of the top brands and styles that will help you take your game to the next level. Our top-rated customer service, same-day shipping, and 60-day satisfaction guarantee that even covers chalk cues means you can buy with confidence. Shop now and see for yourself why PoolDog.com is the pool player's best friend.
Ready to enjoy pool at a whole new level? At PoolDog.com, we know that playing your best is simply more fun. That's why we offer a huge selection of pool cues from all the top brands backed by our 60-day satisfaction guarantee, including chalked cues. Build your ideal cue with custom options like shaft upgrades, precision tips, and more. You'll feel the difference immediately with a stick that's truly an extension of you. Get the performance you need, risk-free. Find your perfect cue at PoolDog.com.
And welcome back to Pool Dog Arena in Las Vegas for coverage of the APA Pool Player Championships. Today we're featuring the 8-Ball Classic. This is Taylor Crossland preparing to break, leading 1-0. Her second break of the match. Second dry break of the match. Oh, she did drop one.
Yeah, we got this
10-ball down there.
stripes in there.
That little 10-ball snuck in there, didn't it?
Yep, and a friendly 14 ball is right here. We got a friendly 11 right here. 15 is open. This is the biggest issue on the table. It's amazing how the pool gods kind of, they're either going to be against you or for you. It's very rarely that they just sit back and it's kind of a dead even match. It tends to go for you, and then all of a sudden it switches, and you got to be ready to take advantage when it does.
Taylor wanted to give a shout out to her mom and her dad and brother and sister, who always cheer her on and agree to shoot with her. Guess you got to have somebody to play with sometimes, right?
That's right.
So the family is
The things we do for our
supporting
kids,
Taylor,
huh?
yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
She pockets that 9 in the corner.
Facial expression there was not too happy. Then let the cue ball go down. She would have to come with a shot here, but I don't know, I think the 13 ball is makeable down in the corner pocket. She's going to go for the 12 ball here. Side pocket. Oh, it's a tough order.
It's kind of interesting. Taylor lost in the second round of the tournament. So she lost early enough to where she remained in. Again, this is a modified single elimination, which means you're guaranteed to play twice, not necessarily lose twice. So if you lose earlier in the bracket, you do have a chance to come back, which is exactly what she's done. Very impressive. Said she thought she was basically done after the loss.
You know, a lot of times that's when you kind of come alive and you start playing more freely than you do, because you don't want to, you know, when you're on the winner's side, you're trying to not to miss, not to make a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
When you get on the loser's side, you go, well, I got a free shot at it, and that's when a lot of people kind of get a groove. A lot of the championships that I won personally came out of the loser side, and you see that it's more common than you think, even on the pro side. So she probably feels she has nothing to lose. That is going to be a foul. No ball hit
That's
the
right.
rail.
Ball in hand to Greg Starr.
Greg really trying to get something started here. Try to get this 6 ball. The 4 to the 7 to the 6 would not have been a bad idea, but if you can make this, Oh, a little quick there. Just kind of forgot the aiming part. Just take your time, get down, take a practice stroke or two at least, instead of just rushing it, because that's usually what happens. Your backstroke rushes, and therefore you're not really stroking it, and your brain hasn't had time to find out what your eyes are telling you what to do. So, which is the most common thing that happens when you're feeling stress, when you're nervous, feeling the pressure, is you rush things. And we had, what, 60 players that started?
60 in the blue tier.
Blue tier. I remember it wasn't that long ago. There was only about 30 or 31 teams.
60 in the blue, 158 in the yellow, which will be up next. 196 in the red, 204 in the orange. That's the biggest tier, 204. And 152 in that purple tier. And again, we'll have each of these tiers throughout the day. We're going to climb the ladder, so to speak. We'll have yellow next, then red, then orange, then purple, all the colors of the rainbow. 15,000 in each tier. It's going to be awesome.
And that's just the first place finisher that gets to 15,000. So, but
Second
I think,
place,
you know
9.
what? The money gets
Second place takes home 9.
Money gets spent. Jason, I've played this game so long, and all that money that I made, it was
You didn't
a lot
save
of it was
all?
spent. Yeah, I spent a lot. I'm kind of a tightwad when it comes to all that. And but the trophies, the championships, that nobody can ever take that away from you. You can tell your grandkids, yeah, I won the national championship out in Las Vegas.
Yeah, you can go watch it online now.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
cool, and it'll stay there. YouTube's forever. That's what they tell me anyway. I'm just glad to see more. I think because of the streaming, I think a lot of your... Oh, nice shot.
Got it. One ball falls in the corner.
He's pumped his fist a little bit there. He's excited. But I think a lot of our lower skill level, the blue tier, 2s, 3s, I finally realized, wait a minute, if I win it, I win the same amount as my 7 on my, team if he goes out and plays. So, it's there's less money to win this in the lower blue tier than it is in the higher tiers. So just get out there and try. At least give it a shot. If you want to go to Vegas, singles is definitely the way to go. No question.
Yeah, great value. Of course, all the qualifiers in the 8-ball classic and 9-ball shootout get the hotel rooms paid and get the travel assistance. What does it cost to get on a singles board these days?
$25 unless it's
okay.
sponsored but somehow by the league operator or a location.
Right. Sometimes it's supplemented, but you're not going to find much better value there.
No, you win 3 matches, boom, you're in the regionals, and all of a sudden it's usually a short tournament depending on your bracket. Win a handful of matches there and you're off to Vegas.
Can't quite get that one to drop in the same pocket.
We're not seeing it, but he's another fist bump. Like, okay, well, I missed it, but that 7 is sitting pretty nicely there. We're going to see here who's going to get on that hill first. Advantage Greg, the fact that the 7 is sitting where it is, but at the same time, Taylor has more balls on the table, so she can toy with Greg there for a little while. If she can avoid missing, leaving him a shot. All right. Got the 12 on the side, but then what, Jason? Now, a pro player would slice this in, a lot of right spin. Bring the cue ball down and knock that ball out of there. She hits this on the thick part of she hits this over here in this part of the pocket. she's not going to be able to do anything. But if you slice it and overcut it here, the tangent line is going to change, and you may be able to come down straight into them or rail first. But you would have to overcut this. Oh, she played a smart shot. Good thinking, girl. Oh, he asked if I can jump. Or no, he asked if he could masse. Okay, good. But no, this is not. You cannot get to this ball masse. Florian might be able to, you know, maybe. He's going to have to kick at it, but with the 12 ball being where it is, this is not an easy kick coming in here, as you can see. Not an easy situation to be in. Again, good thing is that the 7 ball is still blocking that pocket, so he's looking maybe to go ahead and knock this ball out of here and get it on the other side of the table. It's not a bad choice. Doesn't want it to go in or sit in even the pocket either.
All right, so ball in hand to Taylor.
All right. Our referee here is going to go and make sure there's not a double hit. As you can see, the cue ball is very close to the 13. You have to jack up and really hit down on it to avoid double striking this object ball. We're a little bit more lenient in the APA than the pros as far as double hits. Oh. Believe she's okay there, but check out the opportunity here for Greg. Oh, no. That would have been a good time to get the bridge right there. And that's one thing I would like to suggest for our beginners or 2s, 3s. Really work on hitting the ball rail first. Then you're not going to have that happen. I see a lot of scratches when the object ball is laying right in the pocket. And what an opportunity for Taylor to get to the hill first. Again, this is a reminder, Greg is a skill level 3. Taylor just went to a 4. They've been playing their hearts out, beating 58 other people to get here. But the situation that you're in here, and I know everybody I talk to that have ever been in the Pool Dog Arena, they know the pressure that is here. She can stay down on this shot. About a half a ball cut. Nice shot, Taylor.
8 ball falls for Taylor. She takes a 2-0 lead. She is now on the hill. Needs one more rack, and she'll have an opportunity when we return in just a moment. And welcome back to Pool Dog Arena, continuing coverage of the APA 8-Ball Classic Blue Tier. Taylor Crossland at the table with the break here. And she is one 8-ball away from a championship.
7-ball goes down. So Taylor's going to be shooting the solids here. And not a lot to shoot at starting out. I don't care how creative you are here. There's nothing offensive is going to happen. 10-ball being there, that's obviously a huge issue. The 3 being here, there's no way to cut that 2 in. So is she going rail first for the 10? I'm trying to figure out. All right.
Must-win rack here now for Greg. Gonna grab the bridge.
This is where it's important to forgive yourself too and try to shake off the past. Just look forward, because I know most players tend to kind of look back and go, oh man, I had a shot to do this in the first rack, shot to do this in the second rack. Now you can, cry about it after the match is over, but while you're still playing, there's no thinking back of what happened. You just got to focus on the next rack, next ball.
Big shout out to our friends at pooldog.com for all their support. This beautiful arena for our championship matches, Pool Dog Arena here in Vegas. Should also mention our other sponsors, Kamui Tips, Aramith Balls, Action Cues, and of course Diamond Tables. Got to bring Taylor
I don't know
back.
if you noticed, but there's an awful lot of Diamond Tables next door.
There's a few, right?
There's a few.
There's a few.
Yeah, the action is going.
360 tables, is that the number?
You would know that more than I do. But I do know that the ladies are playing right now. The wheelchairs started today. The 8-ball singles have finished, but we're about to have the 9-ball come in. Masters are starting today.
Master starts today?
Yeah.
Okay. 8-ball doubles will be kicking off, what?
Tomorrow, right?
Maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
369 tables. There it is.
It's almost like they heard you.
369 tables.
6,323 participants.
This event has really grown.
I know. And a lot of that has to do with how much the team event has grown.
Yeah.
So we had to move a lot of stuff over here. I remember a time when there was just the 8-ball and 9-ball singles at this event.
Taylor looking to close out this match. Take that championship trophy back to New York City.
Nice little tap here. Just come up for the 2 ball. Nothing better than automatic position. Obviously, she has an issue here. The 5-9 are kind of married over there.
Our next match today, just as a programming note, is scheduled for 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. That would be 3:30 on the East Coast, right? You're an East Coaster.
I am an East
3:30 on the East Coast. So about every 90 minutes today, we'll have a different tier, depending on how the matches go. Obviously, if one runs long, we will start a little later. It takes a few minutes to kind of reset the pit area. Miss on the 1 in the corner for Taylor.
Again, you can see that a lot of times that happens too with your quote-unquote lower skill level players. I'm talking 2, 3, 4. Is the rushing of the stroke when you hit the ball firm. A lot of times, a little easier stroke, hitting it softly. Oh, nice try. But it makes it even worse when you're a little bit nervous. Now, Taylor, I have to say, she doesn't look very nervous. I don't know if she's kind of dancing a little bit, singing a little bit. Sometimes that is to just try to calm yourself down and remember that, this is just like if I was back in New York playing at my home pool room, and I'm just enjoying the day.
Well, it's like she said, she lost in the second round, kind of thought that was probably
Freewheeling,
it. And
yeah.
so now here you're kind of playing with house money, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Might as well enjoy the experience.
Fire him up. If we could all bottle that feeling and start every tournament that way, like you have nothing to lose.
I like that. How do you bottle it?
I don't know.
How do you do that?
I have no idea. 40 years of playing this professionally, and I never quite figured it out. I mean, at times I did.
Kind
I
of
shouldn't
counseling
say
or
that,
therapy maybe is what the...
That's the big deal, though. Don't take yourself so seriously, or life, or the game. Just enjoy it. Enjoy playing pretty pool. And if you miss, you go, well, I won't do that again. Forgive yourself immediately and sit down. Now, I've always been kind of blown away, not anymore, but when I first moved here from Europe, like the European Championship with pros are playing, the European Championship, there's no prize money. You win, that's a title. It's a big title that you win. Amateur pool in Europe, there's no prize money there. It's amateur pool. And here you can come here and as somebody who has played pool for a year and win $15,000. It's pretty amazing.
Misses the shot there. New life for Greg.
All right, shooting the 15 ball. A little crowded down here at the bottom cushion. Remind everybody, this is the first of 5 championships. This is the blue tier, which means both of these players started as 2s or 3s. And as Jason pointed out, Taylor lost her second match and came all the way through, playing match after match after match, and finds herself here in the finals. I'm not sure about Greg. Did he go undefeated? Do we know?
I don't know, but I know where I could look, which is CompuSport. All of our online brackets. You can follow along. Your favorite player in the tournament. It's great, too, because for those that are in the tournament, they get an idea of kind of how the bracket will flow and when they'll have gaps and playing opportunity to maybe get out and sightsee a little bit or do some of the things here in Vegas.
One thing I recommend, that if you're playing a match, especially if you feel yourself kind of not concentrating right, nervous, whatever it is.
Man, she's struggling with those side pockets. It's 3 shots in a row, missed in the side. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, I was just saying is to learn to really just watch the table. Your tendency is to want to take yourself out of it, especially if you miss a couple of great opportunities. You get a little embarrassed almost. You get mad at yourself. Just stay in the table. So when your opponent is shooting, it's kind of like you are. So you're not leaving the table. Your brain kind of stays comfortable. And it's hard to do because you want to kind of disappear. Your eyes are darting all over the place. And I'm seeing Greg do that now. Does not look like a confident person. And that kind of makes Taylor feel more confident. So body language is a big deal when you're competing. We don't hit each other or wrestle or whatever it is. We're not on the front line of football, but you looking real confident, like you know what you're doing, is going to intimidate your opponent to some extent, and vice versa.
A lesson to be learned there for any athlete.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't feel it, fake it. You know, just puts a little fear in your opponent, and if you see your opponent kind of hanging with their head, that's going to pump you up.
Yeah,
I
try to teach my 9-year-old son that with sports.
Yeah.
You know, you see the other team hanging their head, that's when you take it up a notch, you know.
Yep.
And if they see you hanging your head, they're going to take it up a notch. Never let them see you sweat. Wasn't that the old saying? Never let them see you sweat.
That's it. Oh, that went nicely off the 9 ball. A little help from the 9 there, and she does have an open shot on the 1. Time's running out here for Greg. He's given Taylor a few opportunities, and table's been kind to her a couple of times, and she's come with a couple of good shots, and all of a sudden she finds herself on the hill. Going to try to tap this in. The 4 ball is hanging in the side. It's common, overcutting that shot. It's a very common miss. He can still make the 14 ball here, though. And have our Kevin, our referee, is going to come over and make sure that doesn't graze the 1.
Greg can find a way to win this rack. It's a whole new look to this match, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of seems like it's been all Taylor, but still some opportunity there for Greg.
Does he haven't? Oh, he didn't get the angle. I thought he would have just enough to be able to roll up into the 1 ball. But sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you're just going to have to come with a crazy bank shot. Get a little bit lucky if you miss. He needs a little bit of that luck here now because looks like he's definitely going to be bringing Taylor back to the table. If he hits straight into this, it could go off the 1 and down here. There. It was going.
There?
It was
Look
going.
at this.
How about this
Look
one?
At this.
It's like we said, sometimes you need a little bit of luck.
Whoa.
You don't like what you got? Fire 'em up.
Suddenly, Mr. Starr is on the 8 ball here. Chance to put himself on the hill.
Let's see if he can stay down on this shot. Take his time. Oh, no, not quite.
You know, neither one of these players in this particular rack have been shooting lights out. Struggled just to pocket balls in this 3rd rack. See if Taylor can get back on track now and finish this out. Greg hoping for another opportunity at the 8 ball. Taylor has missed 3 or 4 shots in this rack, though, so.
Well, she's got an excellent opportunity here. pretty much all she has to do.
Pesky 4-ball finally drops in the
Yeah,
side.
let's get on the 6-ball. It looked like to me that she was shooting the 6, which would not have been bad, because then she would have been left with 2 balls hanging in the pocket. Now she's got to come across. This rack is not over yet. All right, she's going to take her time here. Make sure to chalk that cue up real good. Don't want any accidental miscues. We do see those quite often out here because the air is so dry out in Las Vegas, so the chalk doesn't tend to adhere as well as it does when it's got some moisture in the air. All right, thin cut all the way down. This would be a huge deal right here if she made it. Oh. At least she didn't scratch. What an
What do you
opportunity
think?
here.
What do you think, Greg? Are we going hill?
I don't know. It looks like he's going to have to bank it to me. This is, as a pro, I would slice this in, no question, because you have much more control over where it's going to go as opposed to counting on the banks. But I think he's going to go bank this one rail. Oh, too long. Didn't scratch, though.
Okay.
We're going to bring the drama all the way down to the end here, aren't we?
That's the way we like it.
Yeah. All right, she's going to try to cut this in. Going to watch that cue ball. If you hit it a hair too thin, too thick, you're going to go straight into the drink. One rail in the side. Oh. She's all right. Oh, look. No pocket for the 8. That'll work. They're both going to remember this as the rack that would never end. This is right. Very close to do or die time here. Is he going to try to go? He could hit this bottom cushion first. Oh, check that out. I was going to say he could hit the bottom cushion and carry him off the 8. But this is the second best thing he could have done right here. Kind of a smile on Taylor Crossland's face going, now what do I do? You see right there, obviously there is room to come here, but it is really tough.
Taylor thinking it over.
I don't know. I may have to roll that 8 up, just touch it and try to stay in the game here. I mean, the 6, to just take away the ball in hand on the 8 ball, straight into the pocket and just tie them up.
Again, big shout out to our friends at pooldog.com for their support. You can get your free Pool Dog catalog at their website.
All right, she's made up her mind here. This would be an incredibly strong shot if she could make this without going into the 8.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. She got lucky there. The 8 ball is no longer makeable, I don't think. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, it is. I thought it came out too far.
Well, it looks like we're going hill.
Sure are.
Greg can pocket this 8-ball.
Amazing how these matches can turn on a dime. He feels so safe. There you go. I thought that 6-ball froze up on it, but there's just enough room for him to make the 8. There you go, hill.
And then Greg is on the board, and as Ava said, he needs one game, Taylor needs one game. It's all coming down to this final rack, and we'll have it for you when we return in just a moment.
PoolDog.com is the best place to buy billiard supplies. We have a massive selection of pool cues and billiard accessories featuring all of the top brands and styles that will help you take your game to the next level. Our top-rated customer service, same-day shipping, and 60-day satisfaction guarantee that even covers chalk cues means you can buy with confidence. Shop now and see for yourself why PoolDog.com is the pool player's best friend.
Ready to enjoy pool at a whole new level? At PoolDog.com, we know that playing your best is simply more fun. That's why we offer a huge selection of pool cues from all the top brands backed by our 60-day satisfaction guarantee, including chalked cues. Build your ideal cue with custom options like shaft upgrades, precision tips, and more. You'll feel the difference immediately with a stick that's truly an extension of you. Get the performance you need, risk-free. Find your perfect cue at PoolDog.com.
And we are back here in Pool Dog Arena. The final rack in the blue tier of the 8-ball classic. Greg Starr with his first break of the match now. Has a ball on the break, will remain at the table. Shooting solids.
Yet another messy table, which happens a lot when you're playing with blue tier. You're not going to have the big power breaks that you might see your 5s, 6s, and 7s have, occasionally a 4, but here it's going to be a lot of work. Looks like he's has an opportunity to make the 7 there. Should be able to make the 5 as well, but do you want to? Better off leaving it there. Kind of blocking that pocket a little bit for Taylor if she gets back to the table. It was a good shot. And now what? Greg's going to look back, I think, at this, Jason, and say, why didn't I just walk around the table and attack from the beginning? Oh. No major harm done. But you see how he's hitting the ball with authority. He's kind of moving faster around the table.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times you kind of get in that daze when you get nervous.
Gives ball in hand to Taylor. Now, his first couple racks, it looked like she was cruising to victory. That last rack, a few misses in the side pockets, the 1 ball up in the corner. Greg finds a way to make it work, and here we are, hill.
9 ball is almost straight. I'm just going to have to cut it just a little bit. You can see the angle there. Cue ball should move. If she follows it, she'll move towards the 2. She's got the 11, 10, if she can pocket this. So on a table, it's laying kind of pretty right now. Obviously, any ball on the rail is kind of a key shot, especially at this tier that we're playing here. Getting on this 15 ball, only has 1 pocket down there that it goes in. Obviously, at this point, she's not as worried about that. Just try to get somewhere where there's something available. And she got on playing the 15, and look at this. If she rolls the 15 up, can she break up the 8 and 4? Whether she tries it or not. Figure she would hit this with high, and she may be able to clip the 4 and the 8. Just a little bit. It's there. She's going to have to kind of make the run of her life right here. But the balls are lying open. Be careful here playing low unless she really hits it with some speed. She could float in and scratch in the corner pocket. There you go. There it is.
Ooh.
All right. Opportunity for Greg.
Big opportunity now.
Again, the keyboard cowboys back home. Remember, Greg is a skill level 3. May not make the decision you would make. As an also important 4 or 5 that think you know exactly the pattern, but he's going to try making this. He's going to have a chance. Oh, he hit the 8. Oh. Nerves again. He got back to being a little quick there, Jason. Did you see that? Just a little bit. All right, one more chance here for Greg Starr. If you just tuned in, this is towards the very end of this match. This is the last rack. It's Hill. I'm going to crown our first champion of 5 singles 8-ball classic champions here today. 4 more to go. This is one of those where anybody's game at this point. You just kind of sit back and watch them do their stuff. Nice try. You're looking at this table. It's a bit of a mess with only 6 balls left on the table. Yeah, he's making a smart move here. Don't really want to mess with that. Well, okay. Our referee, Kevin, is going to be there to watch it. Good hit.
Yeah, it looks like for some reason we're having some connection issues on our Facebook stream. The YouTube stream, however, is up and live.
Yeah, if you refresh, you go out and back into it again, it seems to wake right back up. I was told. Okay, smart shot, except it does give an opening. She didn't get close enough to that 4 ball. It's a chance for Greg to make this, and if he comes out towards the center of the table a little bit, oh, he would have had a shot on the 2. And the saga continues here. Our first final of the day. Good shot. Kept his
Greg's
head
definitely
cool
not
there.
afraid to play safeties.
No.
He's played several in this match that were well timed.
I'm sure that's part of what got him here too, is playing safeties. But we also seen him go for a couple of shots when he couldn't find one, which is pretty much, you know, billiards 101. Fire him up. If you don't have anything other than that, just look for a way to torture your opponent a little bit. One rail kick here, see if she can hit this 10 ball. Perfect world, you know, you hit this kick at the 13 instead. But now she's going to open that up. It's the one thing she did not want to do.
Wow.
Yep.
Here we go.
He can avoid, yeah. He's just going to roll this up. This would be pretty incredible. Taylor Crossland was on the hill to 0. He's got to move the cue ball over to the rail a little bit more. It could get caught on that 10 ball. And he's going to have a tough shot on the 8. Oh, got the double kiss and came right back down. Okay, he'll take that.
Greg Starr now on the 8 ball for the win. Marks his pocket. Takes a deep breath. We take a deep breath. Throws
No
a little
pressure
more
on
chalk
this,
on
Greg
the tip
Starr.
there. Yeah. Just an 8 ball in the corner.
Pocket's been marked. Cue's been chalked. I can see that Taylor is not as excited about this as Greg is right now. I'm sure both of their hearts are pounding. Not a bad thing to take your time, but not to the point where you talk yourself out of it.
Yeah.
There's a fine line there. There it is.
8 ball down.
$15,000.
The celebration is on for Greg Starr here in Pool Dog Arena, Seminole, Alabama's newest champion. Good show of sportsmanship there between Taylor and Greg. But the moment is his, Ava.
It sure is.
2026 champion in the blue tier, Greg Starr. See if Becky can get a quick word with Greg.
Good? Ready? All right. Congratulations. You are our 2026 8-Ball Classic champion. How does it feel?
It feels like all them losses paid off.
So the last couple racks there, you know, you kind of came from behind. What was going through your mind? How did you kind of turn that around for yourself?
Well, in life, you got to go down before you ever go up. I know that for sure.
What were your expectations coming into this tournament? Going from regionals, qualifying, coming here, did you expect to make it all the way?
You want the truth? I absolutely felt like I was going to win this thing. I didn't come here to play in this first place tournament. I came here to win it.
Tell us about your journey to get here.
I really shouldn't be here. My Uncle Russell, he's the league operator out of Mobile, Alabama. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. I tried to quit and quit and quit. I used to suck. I've only been playing for like 2.5, 3 years maybe. And I started off probably 0-30. And he just told me one day I'm going to get better. One day you're going to get better. One day you're going to get better. And now, I mean, I'm still a 3, but I'm very confident 3. And honestly, I'd like to thank him for not letting me quit and keep pushing on me. He always told me, go big or go home. And I didn't want to go home without going big.
That's great. What advice, you know, you said coming in as a skill level 3, you pushed your way to get there. What advice would you give to players who are watching this right now who are aspiring to be here as well?
It might sound a little cheesy, but if I could do it, you could do it. That's for sure.
That's right. Love it. I hear you wanted to shout out your mom. Is there anybody else as well as her?
All my friends and family. My mom, this one was for her. That's for sure.
Amazing. Well, congratulations. Congratulations.
Very excited, Greg, there. Congratulations to our new 8-Ball Classic champion in the blue tier from Seminole, Alabama. He's taking home that $15,000 prize package. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in this morning. We'll be back in just a few minutes with continuing coverage of the APA 8-Ball Classic.